How do you ensure
Question.
that?
Of course I care if the reasoning is rational. It's got to be
Reasoning.
rational, yes?
How do you ensure that?
What, that the reason is rational?
Your reasoning about
Through
everything.
experience, Ali. People make mistakes in life. You correct those mistakes.
Incorrect.
Trial and error. So, just as we're young, we think we can put the square... No, we think we can put the round block in the square thing as a kid. Right? And then you're like, well, hold on a second. Let me grow, mature, and then you can
I'm talking about logic. Why do
Yeah.
you keep on yapping? I'm talking about logic. How do you
Okay.
ensure that your logic is sound?
I've just told you. I've explained it to you.
Okay. Do you know what the 3 laws of logic are?
No, Harley. What are they?
Identity, non-contradiction, and excluded middle.
Identity. What do you mean by that, Ali?
I'm not going to explain this.
You're going to have to explain it, Ali, otherwise you don't know what you're talking about.
It means a thing can only be a thing. It can't be another thing.
Identity.
So a banana can't be a telephone. A banana is a banana.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
non-contradiction means that...
No, hold on. The first one is identity. So what about the flat earth? We identify a flat plane. Good. Yeah, obvious.
No.
Oh, Chemo.
Flat earth is a flat earth. Next one.
Chemo, every statement that you make must match all those 3 laws.
Oh,
you have to filter your world through those 3 laws, then you can be sure that you're being rational.
Okay,
This
what's
is
the
mathematically
example?
provable.
Let's give me an example so I understand more.
So, do you want me to explain the other 2?
Alright, so we've got the non-contradiction one, yeah?
This means that something can't be X and not X at the same time.
Yeah.
And excluded middle means that...
What's the last one, sorry?
Excluded middle.
Excluded...
Middle.
Middle. Yeah. Excluded middle. Go on then, give an example of excluded middle.
Well, it's basically requires that something has to be something.
Something has to be something.
In that sense,
something has to be well.
Let him explain it. Don't badger him. Just let him find the words. Remember, he's
okay.
I'll upload this small clip that's gonna explain it for you.
No, I personally think you described it perfectly, saying something cannot be X and not X at the same time.
So this is actually this has been figured out by philosophers a long time ago, and basically, if your reasoning and arguments and claims and logic doesn't violate all those 3 laws, then by definition can be ensured that your reasoning is rational.
Hold on, we're figuring out the third one first. The middle something.
Just watch this video.
No. You asked me because you were like, well, you don't know, so that means you know. What is it? I don't know why Globers do that. Ask me, like I'm supposed to know.
I just wanted to know whether you know what laws
again, Chemo, you're making this about you again, Chemo. Let him talk.
Yeah, but laws of logic. So again, there's no contradictions with the flat earth.
Chemo,
there is an identity, and this middle one, I don't understand what you mean by that.
Alright, but can you let him make his point? It doesn't always have to be about you, bro.
So the point is, the excluded middle means that a statement has to be either true or false. It can't be in between.
That's the contradiction one, isn't it?
No, that's excluded middle. Contradiction says that it can't be true and false at the same time. And
what's the middle one?
Middle means that it has to be one of them.
What? That's the same as the second one. It can't be both true and false.
It's really not. Think about it. It's not the same.
So the second one is it can't be true and false at the same time. And the third one is it can't be true and false at the same time.
No.
What then?
It has to be either true or false. That's not the same as it can't be true or false at the same time.
We're not talking about the cat in the box.
It can't be true or false at the same time because it's either true or false.
So that's the problem with your reasoning, because this has been going on for a long time, and I actually took some time to analyze you, and I came to conclusion that you don't know the laws of logic.
Well, clearly
If
not.
you actually start
Give me an
filtering your
example.
world through those laws of logic, you can be mathematically proven to be rational. Right
Alright,
now,
I'm ready
you're
to
not.
learn. Give me an example of these laws of logic being in the real world. Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god,
Why don't
every
you
day.
fucking
The
watch
fucking
videos?
computer you're using right now.
Ali,
The fact that we are able to name things, and I can just all I have to do is name a thing, and from the sound that I make, you can picture the thing, you can discuss the thing, you can visualize the thing, right?
okay.
And all I have to, so that's the law of identity, right? If I say to you, I'm about to eat a banana, you don't picture me about to eat a telephone. You know what I'm talking about, right?
No, I know that, yeah, but I mean, that's normal.
Right, so that is the law of identity in play all the time. We're able to name things, and we each understand what those things are.
Unless it comes to the
It's
horizon.
not. I call it a banana today,
Okay.
and it's suddenly a telephone.
All
or
right,
something.
let's apply this now then, Ali.
Yeah.
The horizon, Ali.
Wait.
Is it physical or apparent? It
You
can't be
you have
both.
to actually understand what
true or
the
false.
laws of logic are before you even start.
Yeah, okay,
contemplating
now I
what-
understand. It's clear now. Yes, thank
How
you
do
very
I
much.
how do I apply? The point is, how do I apply this banana example to the second law now?
What, the contradiction one?
Yeah, just create.
So it can't be true and false at the same time.
With banana.
Is that what it is? It can't be true and false at the same time, yeah?
Yeah, use banana
A
as an
banana
example.
cannot be an apple and a banana at the same time.
No, you would
A
still don't.
banana cannot be tasty and disgusting at the same time.
No.
A banana cannot be yellow and green at the same time.
It's not the properties of the banana.
Oh,
It's
for goodness sakes, go on then. What's the second one then with the banana?
So banana is not banana. This is contradiction. When I say a banana is not a banana, in that sense that it can't be
What is it then?
banana and not banana at the same time.
A banana, not a banana.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Meaning that I can say, for example, as identity, I can say that banana is a fruit and apple is a fruit. But if I say that banana is apple, this is contradiction.
I just said that. You said no.
No, you were talking about properties like colors.
No, I
and
said a
shit.
banana is an apple.
Yeah, I mean, this is contradiction, which means that you violated the second law of logic.
Okay, so we've just experienced then the second one with you. I just said
Okay.
it's a banana, and then not a banana, it's an apple. You said, no, that's
Alright.
not right. And then you said it's a banana, and then it's not an apple. That's a
Well,
contradiction.
I understand that every statement has to be filtered through all three. So if you haven't actually introduced an apple into this particular sentence, then you know. Well, anyway, banana is a fruit. My point is that if you say that banana is, say, a vegetable, then this is a contradiction.
Yeah, I
Because-
understand all that. So let's look at the horizon now. Is the horizon physical or apparent?
I don't know.
Both.
It's a
Aha, contradictions.
What,
Now, let's
where's
use
the
logic.
contradiction? Where's the
Harley,
contradiction?
can you walk Moyak through the logic steps now with the horizon?
So what's the contradiction?
Well, we'll often say it's both.
Yeah.
Is
so
the
where's
banana
contradiction?
physical and apparent? Aha! You see?
I'm trying to figure out what do you mean apparent?
There we go.
Either
Right?
there's
Now,
either
my
there's
logic.
a banana or
see,
there's no
far
banana.
exceed- because I already knew all of this. I just had to get you to
You know?
No, you
explain.
don't. No, you don't.
All right,
you
is the
keep on-
banana
many
apparent or
times
physical?
you keep on making statements that we don't know what it is, but we know what it isn't.
The
This is
banana.
breaking the law of logic.
Banana, is it physical or apparent when you're eating it?
This is an oxymoron question. The question should be: is
The
this
contradiction,
banana
isn't
or
it? That
not
doesn't make
banana?
sense. That's right. It's not logical to say
Show me
this is
one
an apparent
thing.
banana.
Show me one thing, physical object, that can
No,
be
you fir-
apparent
first you-
without
first-
being physical. Can be apparent
Fir-
without being physical. How?
Apparent without being
Harley.
physical.
Yeah.
Harley, you have to agree that is there an horizon or isn't there an horizon first?
Of course there is.
Yeah, I know that.
But then is it physical or not physical?
Well, that's a separate
No, then
issue.
there's where we
That's the
see it.
question that was first on the table, Terry.
That
Hmm.
question is one of where is it?
No, I didn't
Where
ask
do
that.
you
I
see
said,
it?
is it? The first question was, is the horizon physical or not physical?
Yes, it's physical, and we see it vary.
So now, Ali, do you hear this? Does it make logical sense that the physical horizon should move different distance? That the Earth is getting bigger and smaller? That's not logical.
What do you mean?
It
Earth
is.
gets bigger and smaller. What?
What?
He's talking about optics now.
What? We're
What do you
saying the
mean?
physical
Earth is getting
obstruction.
bigger and smaller. What do you mean?
The physical obstruction
Yes.
fluctuates, moves, deviates, not in the same place that we measure today, or another place. How's that
Yes.
possible? How's that logical?
He's talking about optics in
What do you mean
refraction.
logical? That's not a logical question. Many things in nature don't actually have to make sense and be logical. But if it's actually measurable and provable, then that's what it is.
Hmm.
Because I mean, if you go by intuition, you're gonna come to the wrong conclusions. And if you don't see contradictions between your, let's say, two different claims, you will come to wrong conclusion because
Well,
you're being
this is one
irrational by
contradiction that we
definition.
have: is the horizon's physical, but it's not possible to measure it. How do you know it's physical if you can't
Why
measure
are you
it?
talking about? I mean, you're trying to pull me to this horizon argument. I've never ever actually made this.
No,
I've
I
made
did. I did.
declarations about
After
the sun
you
and the
gave me
moon.
the rundown of the logical steps, I started to think, wow, are there any contradictions in the heliocentric model?
Heliocentrism has nothing to do with Earth's shape.
Well, it says it's a board, doesn't it?
No, but it's also saying that in when you look at the geocentrism. So I mean, in both models, both heliocentric and geocentric, it's a ball.
Yeah, the ball goes around the sun, doesn't it?
Yeah, but this doesn't come from heliocentric model. The assertion that Earth is a ball is actually defined by what was that? By
Right here.
I have a quick question for Harley. Is there a way that you could prove logically the statement about the horizon?
yeah,
Or
actually,
just skip to the chase to go through the steps in logic to determine that it can be both physical and observed.
yeah. I mean, actually, with logic, you can easily even write your statements down and do mathematical truth tables on them to actually determine whether different sentences go well together and come to right conclusion. So, so like saying that if horizon is physical and apparent, then you know that they are both true, but in a sense that one person says apparent, he means something else than I do. Because if somebody tells me horizon is apparent, for me this means that the location, apparent location of the horizon changes.
Then
But
he needs to say
order-
apparent location and not apparent.
Yeah, I mean apparent location, which means that there still has to be physical horizon to actually be appearing somewhere.
Oh no, you don't need a geometric horizon to make an apparent horizon.
No, you do.
You can
do
have
you
a
mean you don't?
straight road
Yes.
and a horizon, no curvature on it.
Yes.
Say no.
No, I mean,
Hmm?
the mere fact that we have a horizon actually tells you something.
No, I know what you're saying, but I'm saying to you is that if we have a straight road with no curve, but
Yeah.
yet there's a horizon, how do you explain this?
It's
Hmm?
what do you mean? No curve. Eventually, you're gonna see it's the horizon at the distance is a sign of the curve.
Whoa! Hear that thunder?
Yeah.
So you only see that so far on your straight road, but when your freaking road finally reaches the horizon at the distance,
No, but what I'm asking you and saying to you and trying to explain to you is if we have a straight road that has no curvature, yes, from one end to the other, whether it's sloping or
your
not,
understanding of the word straight is different from mine.
straight means no curve, no obstruction between
Straight
one end.
straight for normal people means that the road doesn't turn left or right.
Yeah,
It
yeah, but
doesn't
what,
say
what I'm
anything
saying
about-
to you is there is no obstruction from one end to the other.
How do you know where the other end is? Because the horizon cuts it off.
Ah,
Maybe
no,
the
that's a
road
good
goes
question.
straight ahead.
Because in Canada, there is a road, straightest road, in the Guinness Book of World Records and stuff, and there is no obstruction from one end of the road to the other.
Yes, there it is. You yourself bring a picture of this road where you can see the end.
Harley,
Well, I have no idea what
wanna see this
are you
road?
referring to.
a ball earther went down there, right? Prove the Eratosthenes curvature using this straightest road in the world.
So,
So, from one end of the road to the other, there's
Yes.
no obstruction, Ali.
so was there elevation change from one end of?
Yeah, it's on a
the road
slope.
to
It's
the
on a
other?
slope. It's on a slope. But
So?
there is no
This explains you
What?
what's happening
what? Go on.
because there's a slope.
Yeah, slope. But there's no obstruction from one end to the other.
Yes. So
Think about what I'm saying here, Ali.
Around one in
I don't see an issue.
Ali, do you copy?
Yes.
So
I'm hearing what you're saying, but you haven't given me anything.
I'm giving you the video now, Ali. Look. This is a glober who says how I know the earth is round. He's proven a globe using this road, the Guinness Book of Record road, Ali.
Yes.
And he says 1 in 10 Americans are flat earthers, right? And
Yes.
on this slope, Ali, you tell us
Yes.
that if the earth was flat, you should be able to see from one end to the other. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah?
So
So, we've got
Did he
this
see
we've
that?
got this surveyed engineered road. Okay?
TDC from one end to the other.
You can't, Carly. This is what I'm trying to explain to you.
Well,
So why you say there's no
Conclusion then.
obstruction?
Look.
why can't you?
Let me
Why
just
can't
get through it. Ali, look at this. I'm going to send you a picture, Ali. Look at this. Right? So look here, down this road, right? It looks like it's curving, okay? But in reality, there's no obstruction between one end and the
How
other.
do you know that?
it's
Because
in
if you look at the plans
Mhm.
when the road was built, it's probably going to show you elevation profile.
yeah, we've seen the elevation. There's no obstruction between the top and the bottom.
Yeah, but elevation profile will follow the level line of the surface of the Earth.
No,
so
no,
depending
not,
on what
not,
shape your Earth is, it's gonna still be level.
no, Ali, this is in the Guinness Book of World Records. For being the straightest road in the world.
Straightest doesn't mean it's flat road.
I didn't say
Complete-
flat. I said straight. No
When you-
obstruction between one end and the other.
No, now you're not logical.
I didn't say flat. All right. I've said to
But
you,
like, understanding different words of what the issue is, because
But Chemo,
Ali.
Chemo, he can't see unobstructed from end to end. He's not observing. He's not like waving his hand and or blinking a flashlight to signal the other end. He can't see from the other end.
no, but I'm just trying to explain. If you look, if Ali is above me and I look straight up, there's no obstruction between me. Whatever angle we are, whatever you are, Ali,
I understand.
there's no obstruction. So even if you're diagonally in the sky, and I look at you diagonally, like a slope diagonally up, there's
I
no
understand your
obstruction.
point.
So I can see
So-
you. Yes.
So
So on this road where there is
Yes.
no obstruction, okay, why can't you see down the entire road, Ali?
how do I know that there's no obstruction?
Because it's in Wikipedia and the Guinness Book of World Records, Ali.
Show us where it says there is no obstruction.
Show me where it says that this road doesn't curve along the
Go
globe.
and watch the video, Ali.
Chemo, you have to say Black Swan also.
No, you don't need the black swan for this.
Yeah.
Look, Ali, it's in. This is a
Yes,
Globe that has gone to this road, and he tells you this is the straightest road. Is he lying?
Yes, straight
Straight
road. We
doesn't
understand
mean
straight road, Chemo. No
Straight.
right, no left. That's straight.
That's right. No
Nobody-
right, no
Every
left.
human on earth.
So why
Doesn't
can't he
talk
see?
about up and down, Chemo.
Well, hold on a
Doesn't
second.
talk about
Have you seen the
elevation
elevation
at all.
profile, Ali?
I haven't seen that.
Once you see the
Just the
elevation
elevation.
profile, Ali, you'll see there is
Go ahead.
no
Do you
obstruction.
understand that elevation profile will follow the curvature of the Earth? Elevation profile is never curved visually.
No, I know, but on this slope where it's
Why are
higher,
you arguing this then?
because there is no obstruction between the two
It's
observers.
meaningless. Do you understand? If the elevation profile is showing a road that's on the curvature of the Earth, then the curvature creates the obstruction.
gosh,
which
now
is
you're
not
just in denial.
visible. What do you mean in denial?
Have a look
When
at the
you just-
elevation
you-
profile.
you-
There is no
you basically-
obstruction between the
you're
top and the
basically-
bottom.
Hey, Chemo.
You-
Chemo.
You're losing your mind
Yeah,
now,
you can-
Harley. This is what happens when we bring you the facts, the figures.
Kimo.
Your mind is
Kimo.
like, no, this doesn't make sense to me. This is not logical. How is it
Kimo,
we have this?
Kimo.
Hold on, Sean. How is it we have this horizon?
Kimo.
Hold on, Sean. How is it we
No,
have
no.
this horizon? You're thinking, Harley, without a geometric horizon, right?
This wasn't my argument.
Chemo.
I'm saying that you at
what
first
you're,
you
Chemo, what you're talking, Chemo, what you're talking
Yeah, just
about.
step
with
all
the
over
straightest
Harley,
road,
why don't you?
with the
Carry on.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the straightest road has no deviation to left or right. It has nothing to do with curvature or flatness.
I didn't say flatness.
yeah, but you're
You're
defining
using it.
straight.
You're using it as evidence for a flat road
No,
with no
no,
curvature.
no, no,
The
no.
straightest
No one's
road-
saying
the
that.
straightest road,
But
the
Chemo,
straightest road does not go
You
left
can
to
put words
right.
in my
It
mouth
goes
all you like. I
forward.
didn't say that.
No,
the
you
ocean
no,
is flatness. The
you
ocean
imply that, Chemo. You
Okay, you
said
can make up
it's
stories.
straightest
What I'm
road.
saying is, I know
Listen,
this is
Chemo,
on a
listen,
slope,
Chemo.
and I'm saying to
Listen.
Harley, on this slope, Harley, there is no obstruction between one end
Oh.
and the other.
There you go, Chemo. You, from the straightest road, you conclude that there is no obstruction.
Yes,
somehow.
from top to bottom,
Somehow.
there is
Why?
no obstruction.
Why? Why? Does it says there is no obstruction, or does it says it's straight?
Yeah, it's been surveyed as the straightest. And we know there's no
As
obstruction
the
because
straight, we know
we
it's
also
straight.
know that we can fire
But how
lasers
do
down
you
that
make the
road
leap? How do you make the leap to conclude there is no obstruction?
because we are able to fire a laser down that road.
The whole road?
The whole road.
Part of the road? Which part of
You don't
the road?
need to fire it down the whole road. You just
Ah.
need to fire it more than 3 miles.
No.
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 I hope I'm not interrupting. It's not only laser, it's also radar.
Laser.
So you're saying if I'm 6 foot, I can see more than 3 miles over the curvature.
I want to see the elevation profile for where they fired the laser.
It's absolutely chucking it down. Where does this rain come from?
Oh yeah.
It's from the sky, Chemo. It's called clouds.
But we have radar, we have microwaves and everything. All the things, not only laser. It's amazing.
Okay, so Harley, I know it's a little bit of a shock, Harley. I understand, right? Most Globers, when they are faced with this problem, is like, well,
What
there must
problem?
be curvature between the 2 points.
Emo, define the problem first.
Okay?
Define the problem you're talking about, because I see no problem.
Yeah, why can't you see from one end to the other, Harley?
Well, that's something you should be answering, because I understand why we can't.
We've
see
got the
from one
surveying
end to
data in. It's been surveyed,
Yes.
it's straight, there's no obstruction. Why can't we see all the entire way?
I'm actually thinking that if you redefine the word straight, you're gonna win this argument.
No, you're not listening. We've got the profile picture there. There is no you can see it. No obstruction from top to bottom.
I'm like playing Oakley right now, saying that.
Right, you're falling
elevation
apart now,
profile
Harley. This is what I
is
didn't want. You see, this is meant to be a smooth transition.
Yeah, but elevation profile is not proof of flat Earth.
I didn't say that. I said from top.
Why are you appealing to that then?
Didn't say that. I said from top to bottom, on that slope. Why can't we see the entire way when there is no obstruction?
Well, there's obviously an obstruction.
What's
then.
the obstruction?
I like. It's Earth's curvature, obviously.
Oh my god!
You have no proof for it, and there's no measure.
It's on a slope, Arlie. It's above the ground. It's above sea level. So it's nothing to do with curvature or flat Earth. The question is,
how long is
why
the road?
can't? Why are you able to see? Why can't
How
you
long
see
is the
from one
road?
end to the other?
Well, how long is the road?
Pardon?
How long is the road?
Oh, wow, long. Look at the video, Arlie. I'll just give you the link.
Give me one reason why I should watch your video if you don't bother watching mine.
Which video? Show me.
The laws of logic.
Where is it? Oh, that
He
one you
posted it,
posted.
he
I
said
didn't
he
mean
wouldn't
to.
watch it.
You explained it.
No, I'm not a freaking professional logic trainer. This video is really well made, and maybe it makes actually even more sense than my.
No, you did well, and you explained it well, and we're applying it right now, right, in real time.
You're not.
Okay, so we're trying to figure out why can't we see down the entire way of this straight road? No obstruction whatsoever.
How do you know there's no obstruction?
Oh, for goodness. Because we were able to fire a laser over 20 miles, or around 20 miles.
Yes.
And if you're 6 foot, you can only see 3 miles.
What defines that?
What?
What defines that limit?
So you're saying if I'm 6 foot, I can see further than the 3 miles now then? Around the curve?
Do you have information about temperatures and atmospheric pressure at the time when this test was done?
In particular, this image that he's speaking of, or what Chemo's speaking of, is actually a slope going downhill.
Yeah. And Chemo, in that video, he doesn't use a laser. So I don't know why you keep talking about no obstruction and the laser.
No, Larry, yeah, sorry, Larry. That's Taboo Conspiracy. I'll get you that video for you now. The first video was a baller. So what I'm saying is both flat earthers and ball earthers have been to this same road because it's the straightest road in the world, right? So they use this road because it's useful, because of how it's been built. You see?
Does straightest mean straight, or does the S mean that it's less than straight?
It doesn't turn, it doesn't deviate left or right by straight. He's using it as flat.
It's not straight like a Lygos vacuum tube. Those are straight and they're not constant elevation. And so, yeah, that's Brian Mullins' force the line test, built for everybody, 4 kilometers long, tangent at one point, straight with a laser running down the middle, and not a constant elevation. It changes by 4 fucking feet from end to end. Yeah, there you go, Chemo. Built, measured, done.
Okay, here's the video of the same road, lasers being fired. Proves that it's flat. Well, I'm not saying that it proves it's flat. That's not my argument. My argument is how we can see so far or why can't we see so far if there is no obstruction?
Okay, Kimo, can I also ask? He is talking with you. We have to ask about what is the definition of your low kick. Where is your low kick coming from? You're talking about low kick. What is the definition of low kick? Do you know something about that?
Loki's evil.
Yeah, but there is low kick behind it, and there is definition of low kick.
Loki, are you talking about the Marvel character?
Yeah, but let him answer it. He was talking about the low kick. So I'm wondering if he can have some definition so we understand what his low kick is. Where he came from.
Can you spell Loki? Johnny?
Yeah, L-O-G-E-I-C.
Oh, logic.
Logic. Right.
Logic.
That's evil too.
So he was talking about the logic.
Logic.
Logic. Yes, I'm saying this right.
Good.
Yeah, logic. Oh, I'm wondering what is the definition of the logic he is talking about.
Ali, that's to you, Ali. What's the definition of logic?
Laws of logic.
Laws
of logic.
Yes.
Look it up. In your video,
you have to answer
it. Seem to mention the fact that hill drops over 100 feet over that distance.
No, I'm talking about the definition of the word logic.
Johnny, do you actually have to derail this conversation right now?
No, he was talking about that, but nobody's asking.
We were talking about the laser test.
Yes, and there is more than laser test. He was talking about
Drunken Man. We're talking about something else right now.
Okay, but
so what's the problem with the laser test, Kimo? Because the data that I'm seeing is totally consistent what we could expect on globe Earth. That's not a response.
Look, okay. The question is, why can't we see the entire way down that road?
Why don't you address the laser argument right now? You wanted to prove that they were able to successfully perform this laser test.
Mm-hmm.
What's inconsistent about this test results?
There should be obstruction.
Why?
You've just said. Oh my God.
Yeah, there should be obstruction, but we know that refraction is a thing.
At night.
And it's looking down a slope.
Yeah. At night.
Yes,
looking down a slope.
Especially at night.
Especially at night.
Yes.
When lighthouses are no good.
They are good, and they actually. I mean, ships benefit from refraction, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way that you could answer the question?
What is the definition of your fraction? You're talking. Do you know what fraction is?
Why are you not bringing up the
I have
fact
to ask
that
you because there's a many kind of fraction. You have to say. You have to know which fraction you're talking about. You don't.
We're talking about bending of light waves when they cross the boundary from one density medium into another.
Okay, you're talking about light diffraction in medium, but it's always a particle in between, and there's always about the density and many things.
Your point?
There is difficult to talk like that. You have to understand that nothing is exactly what you are saying because there's many things can benefit can change the result because there is something.
We understand that we have actually models and formulas to actually calculate expected refraction over certain distances with certain temperatures and their densities and conditions in general, and then we can actually go and perform the test.
And a diffraction, there is a different. I have to say it. There's different fractions. It's not just one fraction. It's a diffraction. And,
Why
so
why
on.
did you actually have to talk over me right now? Because
No,
I was
no, okay,
about to finish
okay.
my sentence.
Okay, you can
So
talk.
the
now.
point is, if you can predict your results and you go and perform the actual tests, and the tests match the predictions, that means that we understand how refraction works, don't we?
Yes, but there's a
So
different.
why are you turning this into something that, you know, oh, this could be this and this could be that, and, you know?
Yes,
what's the
because
point
it
of that?
is. It is because
No, it
there is.
isn't. If you actually
I
measure
don't
everything
think there's
and
enough
control,
Indians in the room. I think we need more.
Yeah, there's not one kind of fraction. It's many kinds of
My
fractions.
fucking ass.
oh, come on.
So, one last time. You've got an observer height of 140 feet. You're looking downhill. Why would you not be able to see them?
You can tell me what is the three types of fraction? For
What do you mean
example,
free? If you, okay, do enlighten us.
Draw a pyramid.
Johnny?
it's a mix. It can be a mixed fraction because of all the identities that came in the matter. It can also be. It is a like a U globus. You say, oh, looping. That is no proof for. Just in a small matter of seconds, you can make some kind of looping, but not in over the long time or the big area. So there is example of different fractions.
What
Yes.
do you mean by different types or different whatever you were saying? There's only one refraction which can be applied to different things, such let's
No,
say.
there you're wrong. That's not true.
No, I'm not wrong. If you want to show me that I'm wrong, then please present a citation.
Okay, but be proper
I
fraction.
don't really care about your
It
opinion.
can be improper fraction. It can be mixed fraction. It can be.
What do you mean mixed refraction? What does it mean?
It's a different element that come into.
Where are you getting this?
Yeah, because you don't know what you're talking about.
Johnny, I'm not gonna play this game with you. Either
really?
You,
I'm not playing game.
Either you prove your point or shut the hell up.
No. Relax. Okay. I'm saying there is several types of fractions.
This is your opinion.
No, it's a reality.
Then where are you getting this? Provide the source.
Oh, that is.
We know the actually contributing factors, but what do you mean different kinds of refraction?
It can be
either it's a refraction of electromagnetic waves or it's a refraction of seismic waves.
And it can in the factor of light and how you see light and how you see colors and everything.
Got nothing to do with refraction.
If you see colors in a different spectrum of colors because of special grade of fractions.
Yeah, we understand that different.
Yes, you are saying I'm right. It's fourth grade of fractions.
Different refraction. I like I said,
talking about the pink. They're talking about the pink and blue and everything can mix together because of fraction of different types.
You know that actually with laser it's pretty easy to calculate the refraction because compared to regular ordinary compared to ordinary light, laser is actually quite narrow wave.
Yeah, but laser has reference the whole spectrum of colors.
No, lasers lays at particular frequency.
Okay, you are quite right there but there is lasers that have spectrum of colors, but not all lasers have. Okay, you're right on that, but I'm also right.
No multicolor laser exists.
Yes, there's different if it's a red or a green.
Like I said, no multicolor laser exists.
There is a different.
It can't be at the same time green and blue and red.
It can give you a different result.
I understand, but you were saying that there's
because of fraction.
We are still dealing with one particular frequency coming out of the laser.
Yes, and you're right on that. Yes.
So what's your point?
And you are talking about how the laser light can bend from the straight path or line. Yeah. You are saying it can't do that. Yes, because of the density in the air. Yes, it can.
No, I'm talking about the refraction usually happens because of density gradient.
Yeah, gradient is the density.
No, it isn't.
Oh, okay.
Gradient is density upon density upon density on top of the other density. It's change of density over distance.
Now you're just talking that has no. No,
I
no,
don't care about
no. You have no point. You have no point there. You're just. There's no meaning behind how you're talking now.
You are babbling about I don't know what, and you're telling me that I don't.
I'm talking about the density in the air and how the light.
I was just defining the
because of the
gradient.
density in the air.
There's a difference between the gradient and the density. Do you understand that?
No, it isn't. The gradient is because of the density. Without density, it will go straight.
Do you understand that if I say that there's a difference between red color and the rainbow?
Yeah, there we come. Then we are talking about the spectrum. But
well, density is basically spectrum in that sense.
The concentrated
from high to low.
Okay, but listen, the concentrated light will always go straight, anyways.
So.
Yes, therefore it is only about the density in the air, light band, not the spectrum, because we have the concentrated point that light will always will go straight. There you have it, and I am right.
You can be pretty sure that in vacuum and not in the presence of.
We are not in a vacuum. We are talking about the vacuum. We are not talking about the.
You can't ensure that the light travels straight inside atmosphere.
Why are you talking about vacuum? We are not talking about that. We
are saying that the laser goes straight. This is factually incorrect.
Really?
This is only ensured in a vacuum. That's why I brought this up. My point was that inside the atmosphere, it can't by definition be straight.
You're so wrong.
I don't care about your opinion.
It's just shameful for you.
Why this is shameful for me?
Because how can you be so wrong? You know.
Show me I'm wrong.
Okay.
We have standard refraction. We have standard refraction. You know that.
All lights, concentrated light, always goes in a straight line. We know that. And that is light can bend because
by definition, light goes straight. Light travels straight unless affected by bending.
Something.
Yes.
Or what is it? Something.
That's something is standard refraction.
Particle or gases in the air and concentration of density in the air. And water vapor, and everything that's in between. So there you have it. I'm right, and you are fucking wrong.
In what way I'm wrong?
You're wrong, and you don't understand what the principle is.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
Okay, principle of light.
Let me tell you something. Do you understand that if the Earth were actually flat, laser light wouldn't actually bend unless there's huge difference between atmospheric pressure.
Because you don't understand how density in the air works. That is the problem.
How do you know that? How do you know that you're right? Actually,
if you know something, you should know that because that's everybody should know
that's
that.
Your opinion. We know what refraction.
No, it's not convenient. It's a general knowing.
So when a beam of light enters from less denser medium into denser medium at a 90-degree angle perpendicularly, what would be the exiting angle? If you know refraction, you should know that.
Yeah, I can. I'm not in. Yeah, of course.
Stop pretending that you understand refraction. I just prove you wrong.
No. You okay? Give me some type of if you are okay, you can say something. And do you want me to answer something? No, I'm not listening because
if you understand the refraction, you should be able to answer this.
No, I have to know a lot more. I have time.
Then why are you pretending to know if you don't know?
I am just talking about the general knowing.
What does it mean?
That's
not a knowledge that you can't actually explain.
The a foundation of just the knowing how light propagates. And what can
in what way are we disagreeing about that? We are not in disagreement.
We are talking about the fractions and how change light path.
Yes.
And I'm
by
right.
definition, inside.
You're saying I'm right, but you are saying I'm right. Of course, I'm right. Just say
I didn't say you're right. What exactly are you arguing about?
You are arguing about what can
you said
change the path of light and why light can change, and it has nothing to do with the converter that is not real, and has nothing to do with the shape of the land.
Your opinion.
It's not an opinion. I know what I'm talking about because I'm into it, and I've done that in a few years now. So I know what I'm talking about.
You don't know that. You have a belief. You don't know that.
No, I have done research about it, and probably research. So
what exactly makes you think that if I say this and you say that, that's your opinion, that's right?
Because if you just relax and listen to what I'm saying.
I'm listening. You're just making empty assertions.
Will light go up or will light bend down? Yeah, because we have sinking, we have fraction that can bend light up. Yes, but
this is all explained by refraction.
Yes, and I am asking you
some magical thing happening.
I was asking. Oh, excuse me, I was talking over. But I was asking you. Do you know the differences of fraction examples?
You said there's like 4 types, and you failed to explain what those 4 types are.
It can be 7 types also.
Okay, which are they then?
But it's a ground, and there is a soup fractions that has the same capability of the ground function. So there is what I think is 7 types of fractions.
You think?
Yes.
What does this mean? You think? Either you know it or you don't know it. If you know it, you show it. If you can't show it, you don't know it.
I am absolutely sure there is 7 types of fractions, but it can be debated to 3 absolute fractions. But it can hide up in specific manner.
Well, we know that
it can be 7 types.
We do know that refraction is a thing. We just don't know if it's refracting things over a ball, if that. It may just be magnifying something that's right in front of your face over a flat plane. Refraction implies light brought to your eye over a ball like a string through several different refractive layers, but we're not seeing evidence of refraction in that regard. We're not seeing layers, discontinuity, or reflection at the boundary layers that you would normally expect to see if refraction of that magnitude were occurring. Otherwise, we just assume that it's just magnification of something that's right in front of your eye over a flat plane.
Yeah, but Yellowbird, you're talking about how can we simplify fractions? Okay, we can try to simplify it, but we can also dig deep into it and give explanation for it in a deeper manner. But there is, of course, we have to simplify it now. how can we simplify it? We have to have a numeration of top number of the fractions. What is the denominator? What number for the fractions? Yeah, therefore I say 3.
Black Swan.
Okay, it's very difficult to talk about because it's complicated. But yes, we can take it net to 3. But of course we can. I think we can talk about 7 refraction example. And I am absolutely I know there is at least 7. I can say so.
Do you think the Black Swan is a good example of refraction, John?
But it's not about fraction in the Black Swan. There is nothing. That is a misunderstanding. But you can ask me: is some refraction in the Black Swan example? Yes, it is. But that is not what it's about, because we are just 1 foot and it's not so far away. Therefore, refraction has no matter in this matter of example.
Oh, what?
Yes, they have no matter because we are not. Refraction just can change the result in the long way, but not in that short way we are talking about in the Black Swan. If you don't understand that, then you just have to, because we are scaling down everything. Therefore, you cannot use fraction to say something against it, because no fraction can change the result, and the result is just a measurement. So it's a scale. We are scaling down to understand it has to be so if you are living on a ball, and we are not doing it over the long distance. Therefore, the fraction has no meaning as an argument for that matter. I hope I understand what I'm saying, because I'm absolutely right.
Yeah, no, I don't understand.
Okay, how can it be? I hope Yellowbird, maybe you can say what I mean. I'm saying we are scaling down. We are not using long distance measurement, because we are just 1 foot from the ground. Therefore, we are just 1 foot from the ground. We are shortening the need for the distance to measure. That it has to be for the geometric horizon, and there is no geometric horizon that can be measured, and it's failed.
But there is. That's a lie, John. That's not true. That's a Nathan Oakley meme.
Nathan Oakley? Why are you talking about Nathan Oakley? No,
it's a meme. He thinks he stole the geometric horizon, and it's not true.
Why? Okay. I'm listening to you, and I'll give you a minute to explain. I'm listening. Talk. Explain how wrong it is.
You see the picture in chat that I posted? The comparison of the 2 Black Swan or the 2 oil rig images.
These images. It's not our Black Swan images. You know that we can have a different result from day to day. That we can get the result one day. That is the meaning of the Black Swan.
Is that out for the geometric claim? Glober's tried to pad it with refraction, but that's sounding a little unsatisfactory.
What do you mean try to? Every day you see the bottom picture. Once in a blue moon you see the top one.
Yeah, but the black swan argument is about you just need it one time to show what it's about. Then you can show.
Did Earth change its
someday?
shape,
Okay, in the winter, in last time, sometimes I just can see 2 meters in front of me.
Yes, we know that's not the problem here. Lemon,
yes, that is the fucking problem. Therefore, I will say
Johnny, do us a favor.
You just wanted the result one time. That is the black swan argument.
The horizon's too far out for the geometric claim.
No. Wait, Lemon, did Earth change its shape between those 2 pictures?
No, it's just magnified through the horizon.
So,
the horizon
we know it's some atmospheric
effect together.
There's some atmospheric effect.
Magnification brings stuff out of the horizon.
And it is taken from the video in a that you like to show.
Magnify.
Yeah,
does it look bigger?
Means something's right in front of your face. Refraction implies layers of bringing the object up above and over a ball.
Why is its angular size correct if it's magnified?
Yeah, I don't see magnification here. That usually means make something look bigger.
Yeah, you see the part by the horizon where the image is compressed? That's slightly magnified. And stuff pops out of the horizon that is normally diminished and scrunched into the horizon.
I would say it's displaced. I would not say it's magnified.
Well, for
of course, when you see it, it's a magnified.
You need to show layering, you need to show reflection, you need to show discontinuity, and you need to show reflection, which you can't do otherwise. It would be much safer to assume that it's simply magnified out of the horizon.
Without the effect of any magnification.
Which picture is magnified, Lemon?
The top one. Stuff has been magnified out of the horizon that is normally compressed and smushed.
It's not compressed, but we can't know anything because we know nothing about the camera, the zoom, nothing.
You can see compression from the top to the bottom. The top one is slightly wider, and the bottom one is slightly smushed, just slightly.
It looks correct.
No, Lemon, we need measurements.
Look at the oil rig to the right. Notice how the area from the squarish section where it kind of angles in toward the bottom is a bit wider on the top than on the bottom, assuming similar focal length and everything being the same anyway. So you can see a bit more compression on the bottom than the top.
No, I assume compression. There is stretch on the top. But if we actually measured the angular size of the object, we would know where we have compression or stretching.
Right. So just looking at these 2 pictures on their face, it does look like there's compression from top to bottom. Stuff is more compressed into the horizon in the bottom. Stuff is less compressed out of the horizon in the top.
No, Lemon, there is no compression.
So that implies a certain degree of magnification, not just refraction, which would also need discontinuities like a straw going from air to water with a marked discontinuity and things like reflection, stuff like that.
It's not magnification, Lemon, it's stretching, and that's exactly what you expect from Lumi.
But we don't see a duplicated image. You're invoking refraction, which is fine, but we don't see a discontinuity, a duplicated image, nor do we see reflection. So that's a bit of a bridge too far.
No, why? Why should we?
Now, I can take my glasses in front of my face, and I can see a marked discontinuity between what my glasses present to me and what is around the glasses. So I have magnification with the glasses presenting me something that's right in front of my face, but also a marked discontinuity between the refractive layer of the air and the lenses. So where's your discontinuity?
What do you mean the refractive layer? All the layers are refracted.
The difference between my glasses and the surrounding air.
Yeah, I can see that at the top of the thing. It's stretching.
So you're invoking refraction, but you're not showing a discontinuity. Otherwise, it would just be magnification of what's right in front of my face over a flat plane. So which is it? Magnification of something right in front of you, or refraction, lifting an image over a ball?
And the problem with your glasses is they're not a gradient. Or at least they have a very sharp edge to where they end.
Okay, but that's what I was saying was not about fraction, refraction, diffraction, looming, or anything else. It's not about it. Because as I said, it's scaled down, and the fraction cannot come in as an excuse for anything, because there is no distance to take in for argument for fraction. Therefore, it's absolutely correct that we have the right mathematics and everything for the curvature and for the radius, and we have debunked it. And there is the fucking problem the globe believers are in just now. There's no question about it. And you are in this situation.